Young Philly. You,
You say Young Diddy?
that's what they're dubbing him online, Stephen. They're dubbing him
Mad.
Young Diddy online, but this is Young Philly. So
Mhm.
YouTuber Young Philly charged with raping woman in Australia. The British rapper and online personality Young Philly has been charged over rape allegations in Australia. Real name Andres Felipe Valencia. He is best known for his work with the YouTube collective Beta Squad and has presented shows on BBC Three. He was arrested in Brisbane on Tuesday and extradited to Perth the following day to attend a court hearing. Young Philly, who's 29, was charged on Thursday and has had his bail application approved. His representatives have been contacted for comment. The full charges include 4 counts of sexual penetration without consent, 3 counts of assault, occasionally bodily harm, and 1 count of impeding a person's normal breathing or circulation by applying a pressure to their neck, by applying pressure on or to their neck. It is alleged he brought a woman in her 20s back to his hotel room after he had performed at the nightclub Bar 1 in Perth. The attack is alleged to have taken place on the 28th of September. He was represented in Perth Magistrates Court by a barrister. It's not important who that is. The 29-year-old, who was in Australia touring with music, has also appeared on Soccer Aid, on ITV, The Great Celebrity Bake Off, for Stand Up to Cancer on Channel 4. He's also won a Mobo in 2021 for Best Media Personality. He brought a woman back to his hotel. He is now being accused of rape.
Yeah, I saw the. So what is it, Friday? Yesterday. Yeah, yesterday the story broke over here. I saw multiple posts. I've been keeping my ears to the streets with this one because I know Young Philly's popular. I know he usually appears alongside man like Chunks, and he's part of that London collective of media personalities who are doing their thing. But now these rumors of his misconduct in the past has been circulating along with some unsavory clips. And people are like, yeah, he's a sicko. Because I saw the clips, Mark. I sent them to yourself. Me personally, they were unsavory. He was coming across a bit thirsty and it seemed a bit weird in the clips. But can I look at that and say, my man would rape girl? I don't know. Because I don't know the guy from a can of paint. It's gonna be hard to prove. It's gonna be hard to prove if they did have any. Well, it sounds like they did have sex because she's saying that he's been charged with 4 counts
on 4 different occasions. Stephen, sorry to interrupt. On 4 different occasions,
unwanted penetration. So they did have sex. So it's literally gonna be, Mark, your word against mine. Because all that, because I think you were telling me there was rumors of CCTV footage, but all that will show is probably them walking to the room together, her walking down by herself after, or them walking back down. You know what I mean? The CCTVs, unless anything was done in the hallways, elevator, wherever, you're not gonna catch anything because there's no cameras like that in hotel rooms. And from she's understand, she's crying, the DNA evidence. He might go down for this, but even if he's by some stroke of luck, he's innocent or he didn't do it. Well, that's the same thing. He's innocent or he gets found that he didn't do it. Insufficient evidence, whatever, Mark. This kind of allegation is career suicide anyway.
Why?
Because I saw something. I don't know if you saw it yourself. They cancelled M&S cancelled some cooking show that they were going to do with him and some footballers, and that they've cancelled it.
Foot Asylum as well.
Foot Asylum cancelled something as well.
There's about 3 cancellations so far on his career.
Yeah, it's definitely career suicide because people online are saying, "Oh, he did it." Like, I'm predominantly seeing them say that he did it, and like we always said, like, this is why I get frustrated sometimes because people are always gonna see style and be like, yo, that's a sick trend, and they're gonna replicate it. And that happens with us a lot. Which I don't mind. I don't mind us being trendsetters. It suits me perfectly fine. But at least, man, show some homage, man, to the original creators of this thing. Because other people are jumping online talking about, yeah, it doesn't matter no more. You judged on the internet. Look how long how long have man been? Mark,
Yeah,
don't I
yeah.
always say
Last 3 years. Last 3 years, easy.
it's the court of public opinion. In this day and age, eventually everything's gonna just move to X, and there'll be a poll. No judges, no juries, no law, no judicial system, no courts. It's literally gonna be everything's on X. Did he do it? Yay or nay?
Facts.
And then if it ever comes to that, then the majority of the male population, if they're accused of anything, are finished. Because what the comments usually say, especially when it involves heinous acts like this, I think he did it. Someone will be like, how do you know? Do you know him? Nah, he looks the type. Mad. I didn't know you could look like a rapist.
You know my thing already. Since 2015, the Me Too movement came in. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
There's been some crazy stories. There's been stories that ain't so crazy. One thing we do know for certain is that we are in a different climate right now. So when you're a man who's got certain things on the line, you've built a career where, let's be honest, you've built a career for yourself where you can get online, laugh, joke, hang around with your brethren, and you're making a living. You're traveling the world. I don't feel sorry for none of these brothers in today's world, Stephen, because
you can't, man.
You've seen man fall before you. So if I've seen man go through the door before me and fall, why am I going through that same door and falling? Like, there's no way. Like, if you're still recklessly sleeping around, bringing girls back to the hotel, and you don't have paperwork for them to sign, yeah, then you're asking for this. Like, it's too easy with these, man. It's too easy for you, man. Because the facts are, just like Stephen said, none of us know what actually happened. He could have did it. He might not have did it. But what we do know is the climate that we are living in. And we know that right now, all we're seeing, all we're hearing is Diddy. That's it. Diddy. Anything around sexual assault, sexual abuse, sexual violence, domestic violence, anything alleged around those topics, yeah, there is no trial, Stephen. Your
Nope.
career's done. Young Philly, he's done. There's no coming back. He's finished. His brethrens that are running around with him and laughing and joking with him and giving him Rolex on camera and all of that, they won't stand too close to him either.
Nope.
Because when you are accused of these things in today's world, that's all it takes. Now, they are alleging that there is CCTV footage. Not only that, Stephen, you missed out another piece. They're saying there's photographs as well. So they're saying there's photographs that we don't know what they're of yet, but it's enough for them to keep him in Australia, and he has to go to the police station every single day. There's no way he gets out of this. No way. This is the thing, because these man, they're still doing things, yeah, that they shouldn't be doing at this point. Any kind of, I'm not saying you can't have fun with this thing, you know, but the consent needs to be there. Now, you can see that this guy, with the clip, Stephen, that resurfaced today, you can see that my man's got some sort of freakiness in him. Like he wants, like he's, I think there was a clip I seen with, what's that other guy, guy, Speed. And he's like pretending to choke a girl or something like that. So these guys are into madness. They're into certain things. So you're going to meet a fan or a groupie or whoever and do that to her on the first night. You finished, man. You finished. These, man, I don't feel sorry for them at all. Like, yes, it is supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. But you know the climate we're living in. You know that right now, society is not... You know that. And look, that's what they're dubbing him, Young Diddy. Because anything now around that, you finish, you're cancelled. Any ballers, any entertainers, anybody, even a normal man in the workplace, you have to know how to move. You have to. every move needs to be calculated. You have to know how to move. And these man, they must just be that hungry for gal that they're just jumping off the cliff, man. And you see he's jumped out the window. There's no way
And
back.
there was no trampoline, G.
That's it. All these brands and everything, you know, and these men say, oh, I'm with Foot Asylum, oh, I'm with JD, oh, I'm with this.
They're gone, man.
They're all gone. You finish, and guess what? You know that big house you're paying for? Where you're going to find the bread? Because I know these men are invested in nothing like that. All that, the big house, the big whips, the big foreign trip. How are you going to finance them things now?
Listen, Mark, I'll give them some financial advice. I'll give them some brief financial investment advice, yeah? Let me put on my investment banker cap. Man are going to be like, oh, you're good, bro. You can sell the Rolexes. Family, you're going to take that to a jeweler and he's going to open it and it says made in Tokyo, fam. And you look in there and it's nothing but G-Shock parts, fam. You man don't know what you're buying. And the thing is, anyway, even if you got it from the production line of Rolex, Audemars Piguet, Patek Philippe, Richard Mille, whatever, Mark, when you see these videos, and this is why I always, yeah, this is why, especially for the younger ones, any younger listeners we may have, this is why I try to show you with the watches. I'm not saying you can't aspire to have nice things. Don't think I'm trying to be old man Steve and no, you just gotta buy mutual bonds and index funds and all. No, I'm not saying that. You can have fun with investments and with your money as well. But what I'm trying to say is, you're better off buying. If you're gonna, should I give him a jewel, Mark?
Yeah, man. Why not? After hours.
Yeah, jewel. If you're gonna talk about you want to get tangible assets, you're better off getting precious metals rather than watches. Don't listen to man when he's like, yo, the road, it's an investment. Don't listen to no one, because even if, like I said, you get it from the production line of Rolex or any other large watch manufacturer, so you know it's 1,000% legit. Nothing is guaranteed to hold its value. If you look right now, gold is at an all-time high while inflation soars. So your money's worth less than it was worth 3-5 years ago, you know, cake. But gold's at an all-time high, which means it's a seller's market right now. It sucks if you're trying to buy in, because you're buying in at a premium. But if you're selling, you're always going to make your money.
But remember, we know, Stephen, that to how these men present themselves on camera, we know they ain't built nothing tangible like that. We know they ain't built nothing outside of the entertainment world. So you have to think, these man, you see, like a young filly, there's some months, you know, he could have been collecting all 20, 30 bags. So you got to think, he's making money like that. He's probably thinking, yo, it's never going to done. He's running around. That's what I'm saying. And there's been rumors about my man anyway, but you're running around, you're acting a certain way, you think you've got a certain power, you're using your fame, and you're seeing right now what's happening. Like, them days are gone. That's why I say any of these men who get caught up in these things, I don't feel sorry for them, because you're supposed to now at this point, even if you want to move like that, yeah, which I'm not encouraging that, there's a way to do it. But now what you've did is you've ruined your career over a night of pleasure. No one's ever going to really know the truth, because the facts are, it's his side, her side, and the truth. And
we ain't never every story, man.
Exactly, and we ain't never gonna know. Was it a situation where he's pulled a groupie, and he's a kinky brother? Is it that? Is it a situation where he actually did do it? Is it? You know what I mean? We don't know exactly what the situation is.
Sorry, sorry, people, if it's making for any poor listening, because the topic it's important. So there's gonna be a lot of back and forth, cake. Sorry to interject, but I'm just saying. To go back a moment, yeah. They had the collage of clips going around on Instagram and stuff. I mentioned that because if you remember one of those, there's one when he's with Chunks and he's like, I could marry into the families, and then Chunks is like, nah, you're mad. I've heard about you. You could never marry no one in my family. And that's meant to be your boy. That's meant to be your right hand, you know.
Yeah. But with that though, Stephen, at the same time, I did see that clip. Mm-hmm. And it could be interpreted like you're a dog, you sleep around. You see what I'm saying?
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because he said that. He said, "Oh, I've heard how you're moving that chopping." He said that, and then my man said, "Oh, nah, but it's not about me chopping, because Philip, I'm paraphrasing now. He says some, and then he rebutted with something like, "Nah, it's not about me chopping things. I'm a good you and all that." And then Chunks was like, "Nah, you could never marry into my thing, rare." So there's apparently there's been rumors going around. I wouldn't know because I'm not really tapped in with them, man.